Thank you, Mr. Chair. Madam Secretary, thank you. You've been in Western Massachusetts with your amazing team a lot, and I'm very, very grateful. And I really appreciate hearings like this because I think it's important for someone like me in Western Mass to hear a colleague with whom, I have great esteem talk about the problem with rail noise. Because in Western Massachusetts, we beg for rail noise, right? We're on the other end of that problem. So I'm concerned and confused as I look at Administrator Schlesinger, who, again, I hold in very high esteem, the detail around Compass Rail. And I don't see more about projects like the Berkshire Flyer or Northern Tier Rail, which are, I believe, very viable. And I know MassDOT, with your leadership, is interested in furthering them. But when I don't see it on a statement of work for the coming budget year, I get concerned because we are doing a lot, as you know, to try to get on the map of MassDOT, and our communities, every community from Berkshire County to Middlesex County sent a letter to you and the governor asking for you to really do everything you can to further Northern Tier Rail. So if we could have just a little detail there about why it's not on this document, that and Berkshire Flyer, and what MassDOT is going to do in the coming year to help advance these, with my thanks.
Thank you, Senator. And Administrator, if you want to start with the update on Northern Tier, and then we'll go to the Berkshire Flyer, if that's okay.
Sure, and thank you for all the support you've given for our rail program and on transit as well. That's really honestly just an oversight of too much information to include necessarily, and because the Northern Tier project right now is in sort of the planning phase, and that's just a different department. So I know that our head of planning came out to work with some folks about developing a scope for a potential grant application if there's another funding round that US DOT offers. So that's in the works, that they're starting that application in anticipation of that coming out in the fall. And the Berkshire Flyer will be running this summer. We have finalized dates, so to begin first summer, in I think June 21st. But that first, summer weekend, and go through Labor Day. We're also working on seeing if we can have some sort of year-round bus connection. So we're working with Amtrak on their throughway bus service as well. So that is happening. We are starting to get the marketing campaign underway. So we'll be reaching out to you and a lot of other folks who've been really invested in that service. And we're also continuing to work with CSX to finalize the agreement for the summer and going forward. And the Pittsfield project about track that I mentioned about track capacity expansion at Pittsfield is for the Berkshire Flyer. That was part of the agreement that we have with CSX to expand to have the service. So that project is moving forward. It just was an oversight to not spell it out in the document.
That was helpful. Thank you. Thank you.